All right, it's pig breakfast as always. Well, not as always. According to them, it should be all the time. Little smacky-dacky. Num nums. And let's see how we're doing over here. Things have gotten quite wild out in this jungle. But again, and I don't know if you can see it, our pumpkin gourd patch is starting to fill the pig pasture. The end is still not filled by any means, not like it was last year, but it has not spread a lick into the pastures next door. Look, not a thing. Same thing here. Not a thing. There's a weed, but no pumpkins or gourds down this fence line. Strictly in the pig pasture only. I have no idea what that's all about. There are no barriers. We're not mowing. We're not cutting. There's actually nothing that lives in this pasture, so it could very easily take over the entire baby pasture that stays, empty until next, technically, late winter, February, March timeframe when babies arrive. So there's no reason why the pumpkins and gourds and whatever else this is should stay strictly in the pig pasture, but they absolutely do. And it was the same phenomenon last year. Last year, like I said, it was, they took over the entire pasture. So there wasn't a spot to walk that was not a pumpkin or a gourd plant. This year, it's still a little sparse in comparison, but things are getting big. These guys here, this plant here, here's the end of my t-shirt. It's, I'm going to say mid-thigh for me. And not that anybody cares, but I'm 5'7", so that'll give you some perspective. There are plenty of bumblebees and bees here, absolutely loving the blooms and the pollination. So they're certainly helping things, right? I'm sure that's part of why these things are coming back. There's definitively much more fruit now. They're still not big by any means, but we've got a lot more activity here. Very interesting. So the last time I checked on this, there was a big thistle plant here on this pole. And that has thorns and prickers, and it was driving me crazy. I mean, here's the remnants of it, right? It's a thorny plant. That the pigs ripped out. The pumpkins and gourds, they're not touching them. They walk right through them. They just plow straight through. They like the shade that's coming from them, and they'll actually fall asleep. Sometimes I can't find the pigs, and I have to come out here because they're sleeping in the mix here, and they're literally, I can't see them. We've gotten definitely some spread, right? Like this guy has taken a walk and has put a vine out with blooms and bees in it. Can you see that? That's pretty cool. 2 of them working it. So, things are growing, getting bigger. Last year, this time, we had fruits that were actually falling off the vines already. They were sort of ripe at that point. Here's something new. We didn't have one of these last year. I don't know what this is. It's got an odd shape to it. It's certainly a gourd of some sort, but it's a new shape we didn't see last year. So that's fun. What else do we have? We have some green stuff here. It's a little warty. Yeah, but last year, and actually it came up in my memories that I was finding pumpkins and gourds knocked off the vine at this time, and then we were starting to populate them on top of the fence posts. So we're definitely behind where we were. But that's actually, from what everybody tells me, is perfectly normal and what they should be doing. They should not have been that early last year, which makes much more sense to me. It's a little hard for me to get into them now and see. We've got some little guys growing here. I know our bigger ones were over there, and I'm having a hard time figuring out a path to get to them that isn't going to destroy the plants, and isn't going to put me in a position where I'm going to do something stupid, like either trip and fall or step on something I don't want to step on or touch something I don't want to touch. This is interesting, though. Let's see if I can get through this. There we go. Okay. Because this here, this area, was where we had the most growth. We had some stuff turning orange. We had some definitive pumpkin shapes. Oh, there they are. Okay, I was going to say, I'm not seeing them at all. I didn't realize how far back they are. All right, so here, see if I can give you perspective. I'm sort of middle of the pasture. I'm surrounded, but there's a clearing here. And I didn't realize that this plant had gotten so wide. So I'm looking for all those early things. Look, I'm like now in the middle of it. But that's where I had to go to get to these guys, which is what I was worried was missing. There's a whole mess of them. And they're definitively turning orange now. So that's exciting. And yeah, I am in the middle of this plant. And again, I don't want to really break it. I don't want to hurt it. So I'm trying to like walk gingerly between the vines. There we go. So there's definitely some pumpkin-esque growth. They're turning orange. The plants are tall, but nothing, not a darn thing, looks ripe or ready to pull off. You guys still working breakfast? I know I've talked about this before, but since we're spending some time with our pigs having breakfast and listening to them munch away, will they eat all their breakfast? Absolutely. Are they in their bowl scarfing it down like the dogs do or even like the goats do? No. They are clean, particular eaters. They don't put their face first into a whole mess and slop it up. They just take their time, enjoy their breakfast, stop for some water. And it'll actually take them quite a while to finish their breakfast. See, now he can have a little drinky poo. Miles stops for drinks much more often than Olive. Miles also brings a mouthful of water back to the bowl and makes his food a little mushy. It's how he prefers to eat. She prefers to be a little bit more like me, where, you know, she'll finish her food, then have a drink. Everything has to be separate. We don't have our food touch each other. But yeah, they're good pigs. They enjoy their food, but they don't eat like pigs. Oh. Oh. Okay. That's probably the best note to stop the... I'm sorry, I'm such a 4-year-old. So I hope that was caught on camera. I'm not sure it was, but if it was caught on camera, what you just heard was a pig fart. She had a cough, she had a fart, and now they switched bowls. If it didn't get caught, I'm so sorry. I know it's the noise canceling, and it's not my intent for you to miss those fun moments, but yeah, a little pig toot for you. I think that's the perfect place to end it. So have a happy trombone day. Bye for now.